In this video, we're going to take a look at Batman number 155, which was released on December 4th, 2024, in which I just got around to buying on Wednesday, December 18th. I had reviewed previously on my YouTube channel issue number 153, the first of the all-in issues, and I did not review 154, but I did buy it at the time. I just didn't think it noteworthy enough to buy. But now the funny thing is I had been enjoying Detective Comics. This is cover A, and this is a variant cover. This issue, I think, came out November 27th, and I did review, this is 1091 of Detective Comics. I did also review 1090 on my YouTube channel. I just bought this as well on December 18th. So I bought these two issues together, 155 of Batman and Detective 1091. And I had been thinking that Detective Comics was the better comic, and just based on 1090. And comparing 1090 and Batman 153, I thought, 1090, Detective Comics seems more of the artistic one. And I had praised the art and colors of Mikhail Hanin in my previous video on Detective Comics. But with Batman, written by Chip Zdarsky, issue 150, it was a little less consistent than Detective Comics, because 153 was drawn by Jorge Jimenez, and then issue 154, drawn by a different artist, Carmine Di Domenico, or thereabouts. A difficult name to pronounce there. And then, so this cover is by Jorge Jimenez, who had drawn 153. But the inside is drawn by Jorge Fornes, who's a different artist. And he has, if anyone's who's familiar with his work on Batman, knows that he has an art style that's very similar to David Mazzucchelli's art on Batman Year One in the 1980s, mid-80s. So I wasn't expecting this. So it turns out that I actually dug this issue, Batman 155, more than Detective Comics. I mean, not that it's a contest, I bought both issues, but I was blown away by the art, because it's possible I've run across Jorge Fornes's art before, but just look at that art style. Like I said, it's very David Mazzucchelli, very classic, sort of classic comic strip stuff. It's like you feel just more intelligent reading this comic. It doesn't seem like, it seems like it's the kind of comic that I think a lot of old school fans, there's a lot of people who don't read new comics, and they're comics fans, but they just stick to old comics. They look down on the artwork in current comics, and they think it's just poorly drawn and so forth. Well, I think if they saw something like this, they might change their mind. This issue, it's like I said, is very classic looking style. Even apart from, say, David Mazzucchelli, it's, has a very sort of classic comic strip look to it almost. But also, very cinematic as well, and very artsy, and artsy in a sort of classic way. But, it's very atmospheric. Still, there's some silent panels there. What is happening in this story is that in 153, the mayor of Gotham City was killed by some unknown person. I didn't show it in my my review of this issue because this was a spoiler, but there's the last page where he has been shot. Well, it turns out in 154, it seems to be that Commissioner Gordon is the one who shot the mayor, Nanako, or however his name is pronounced, Nakano. So So this issue, as you can see, different art style. We get sort of the backstory of this. Now, here's the thing: there's a lot of times when you when you see YouTube videos of people reviewing comics, there's sort of a strain of YouTubers who are very, let us say, um, anti woke and things like that, and they're very critical of comic books. You would think they would know that when there's certain things that they object to happen in a comic book, it's sort of done just for the sake of drama. But apparently, that is something that eludes them in their analysis, or else maybe they're just trying to rile people up. I don't know. Again, look at that Batman, pretty awesome. But here's the thing that riled some people up is that there's a scene in here where Thomas Wayne, this is shown from Bruce Wayne's point of view as a child. Thomas Wayne is sleeping with another woman other than Martha Wayne, and that there's a brother that Bruce Wayne didn't know about. He's trying to visit him here, but apparently this unknown brother is trying to get part of Wayne Enterprises. So they see this and they think, Chip Zdarsky is ruining Thomas Wayne. Well, maybe it will turn out to be that way, but what I think is happening is that this is sort of a false memory. I'm assuming that the so-called brother is not actually going to be Bruce Wayne's brother. Thomas Wayne wasn't sleeping around and, saying, she's your mother now, things like that. In the same way that Commissioner Gordon didn't kill the mayor, even though he's starting to think he does, because all this evidence points to him, but Batman is finding other evidence that points, against this idea. So even Commissioner Gordon is believing that he killed the mayor, but I suspect that that is not what happened. And we'll find out as things go along, as you read the next issue and so forth. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I think will happen. So if anyone's upset about Thomas Wayne committing adultery or, whatever, or Commissioner Gordon, committing adultery and killing the mayor, I think that probably some of this is going to be explained later, and that's not going to be what we're seeing right now. I could be wrong, but so anyways, this kind of reminded me of like a scene from like Daredevil Year One when Ben Urich and he went to go interview a crook or something like that in a police thing, and all this violence was breaking out, which was also drawn by David Mazzucchelli. But anyways, I don't want to show the last page there, I guess, because I've been showing most of the comic. This did come out a couple weeks ago, but I recommend this comic. It's $4.99. Batman 155. Ignore the kind of the cover, like I said, because the cover is Jorge Jimenez's art style, so it's a very different art style than what the interiors are like. I don't know why Jorge Fornes is not drawing Batman all the time. If he was, this would be like, if this was, see, this is like part 3, and you've had 2 different artists, I guess it's sort of the shame of a monthly comic having to come out every single month. And I think maybe in Batman's case, sometimes twice a month. And so one artist cannot physically draw this many pages like every single month. So they have to split things up. And that's been going on for a long time. But so it's a bit of a shame that they're not able to have like one artist draw a whole story arc like that often, except for, like I said, Mikkel Hanin on Detective Comics right now. We'll see how long that lasts, but hopefully a long time. But anyways, so I would just recommend this, especially, like I said, if you're an old-time fan, you haven't bought a Batman comic in a long time. Maybe you're someone who really likes that Batman Year One approach and just likes good art, really. I would recommend picking this up. I mean, I felt just as much enjoyment from this as I did as a teenager reading Batman Year One or Daredevil Born Again and things like that from David Mazzucchelli and Frank Miller. Um, it's just, I mean, that's high praise, obviously, but that's how I felt reading it. I was just loving it. The whole every page. There's a great, silent triptych there. But anyway, so I just wanted to praise this issue, encourage people to start checking out Batman. Now, Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb are going to be taking over Batman pretty soon in early 2025 with a Hush 2 storyline. So all of this is going away very soon. I think probably issue 158, something like that. So get it while you can, I guess. And like I said, Jorge Fornes is probably just drawing this one issue. He's probably not drawing more after this. I don't know. But like I said, I'm just recommending it, giving a hearty recommendation. I probably won't review Detective 1091. I didn't dig it as much as 1090, but I did enjoy this as well. Plus, you get more Harvey Bullock in this issue too, talking with Batman. But it's also a good comic too. So Batman, I think Batman's doing all right now. You always have people complaining about the state of current comics, and especially Batman. The complaining about Chip Zdarsky, complained about Ram V. But I'm enjoying it, and I recommend picking it up. That's it for me. Thanks for watching.